Tonight, on the 6th, we take a look at a world star hip hop video where a guy discovers in real time that his girl is cheating on him. Plus, we answer the question, why don't modern women like it when men with options set boundaries? The panel discusses next. The 6th starts right now. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this edition of The Six. Thank you guys all very much for joining us. We enjoy doing this for you guys each and every day. Before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce tonight's esteemed panel. First up, a dude who is starting to understand some of the perils of fucking with white girls. That's right, it's your boy, the ordained minister of the streets, Minister Jap. What's going on, Jap?
You already know, man. Church in the building, man. Minister Jap, man. I appreciate you having me on, Don.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Everything is good from last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Yeah. Just some car trouble. Whatever. You know how that goes. Next up. Listen. Badboymembership.com. Lucario's homeboy. Miles Cunningham. What's going on, Miles? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Donovan. Thanks for having me once again. Excited, to keep this season of The Six going.
Yes.
I'm excited to spit this game. So let's get it, man, because we know the people out there need it. So let's go.
You know it. Up next is probably sneak tip with the best artists I've ever seen. It's Offie Kingdom.
Facts.
Appreciate that. What's going on, everybody? Salute. Dev, Jap, Miles, AV. Let's get into it and let's chop some fire, boss gang, like we can only do.
You know it. Last but certainly not least, it is another man down there in the 305. It is Alpha Villains. What's going on, AV?
Man, Donovan, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Salute to Dev, the ordained minister, Offie, Bad Boy Membership, Miles, man. Let's get it. Let's cook.
Yes, sir. And of course, joining us tonight, of course, is the lovely and talented Devin. She is going to be on the ones and twos. Reading the super chats and adding a little bit of femininity. The real reason she's here is because I needed a placeholder for my overlay. So
that's more likely, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And so when BOA comes back, I'm kicking her ass out the studio. But it is what it is. We all love and respect Dev. So let's go ahead and answer this question. I'm going to start with you, Jab. I'm just going to keep it real simple for you. Why do modern women not like it when men with options set boundaries?
I mean, it's the precedence that was set with the men that they dealt with before.
Right.
It's a culture shock when you have to actually reset a woman. You got to retrain them because they have been conditioned to deal with the simps. You got to understand this red pill space. We're a rarity.
Yes.
We are a 1%. Everybody else, for the most part, are simps, and they bow down to the bitch. They give the bitch's pussy power. They put the pussy on a pedestal. So
yes, sir.
She's used and conditioned to that. So when it's a man that has resistance and he puts value on himself, she's like, whoa, this is weird. What is he, gay? So who hurt you? You don't like women? Like, because she's been catered to and she's never been asked to show and prove what do you have more than your vagina.
Yes.
Because, again, women can fuck their way into situations and fuck their way out of situations.
Facts.
Real talk.
Men don't have that ability.
No, we do not.
When we fuck our way into bad situations.
Yes, we do.
We never fuck our way into good situations.
Nope.
I've never heard a nigga fuck his way into millions.
Nope.
Well, maybe one, the guy who fucked with Nicki Minaj, the pervert.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
The chomo.
Yep.
Who got with Nicki Minaj? That's an anomaly. But don't think it's gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much why women have already had the power for so long. They're accustomed to it. Their mothers taught them that. They conditioned to have it. And now that that you show some value on yourself, it's different.
Right.
And instead of, stepping her game up and coming up to your level and trying to achieve you. She rather just, chastise, throw different jabs and shots and stuff like that to make us feel better at the fact that she can't measure up to the standards of a real man.
Wow, very well said. Miles, if you can follow up on that, good luck. Why do modern women not like it when men with options set boundaries?
Well, so I'm gonna nuance the idea of boundaries.
Okay.
With a man's program.
There we go.
Okay. And boundaries are included in a man's program, but see, the thing is that most men don't have a program. I mean, it shows itself very early, right? Because a lot of these guys, they match with a girl, they approach a girl, and instead of saying, "Hey, I'd like us to have drinks at the Main Street bar Thursday at 7:00, and I need you to wear this," that's a program,
right?
A program. She can either agree or disagree, and if she disagrees, then have a nice day, right? But most guys feel like, yo, if I give her all these parameters, then that minimizes the chances of me getting to have sex with her.
There you go.
So I'm going to loosen the parameters so I can increase the probability of possibly having sex with this woman. But what men don't realize is that, and we've been doing this for the last couple of decades, where we loosen up the parameters of our program, just invite more and more possibilities of access to vagina through the door. You understand what I'm saying? So now that we've seen that we can't allow feminine energy to run amok, and we're trying to rein it back in, right? With game, with red pill, with all these different types of awarenesses and philosophies. Now, when a man says, "Okay, back to the 1950s, bitch," like, I have to, we gotta put some parameters on shit. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
These are my requirements, and this is what I require from you. So the woman is starting to look at the man, and she's like, well, I'm not used to this. I'm used to having my way. I'm used to using my. I'm used to batting my eyes and guys bending to my will. I'm used to, getting to spend my Saturday on a yacht all fucking day for free. I'm used to guys flying me out for absolutely no reason. Look, I'm an atmosphere model. Guys pay me thousands of dollars just to come to their city and sit in the club next to them. You see what I'm saying? So there's all these things going on in the society, which doesn't give a woman any reason to earn her spot next to a man, right? So when the guy actually says, "Look, this is, these are my parameters, these are my requirements, or these are my boundaries," however you want to look at it.
Okay.
Again, like Jap said, it's a culture shock. It's like it's like you're trying to put new software code into a female's hardware.
Yes.
And
wow, good analogy.
It's short circuiting. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So as men, it's what it requires is for it to be like an open source code where we all have to reference that open source code, that we are men and these are our requirements. And the women that don't fall into our requirements are thrown into the bin of erroneous mediums of data.
Yes. Wow. Very good.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like nobody uses a fucking floppy disk anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nobody uses a CD-ROM anymore.
Right.
Like nobody uses Betamax and VHSs anymore. We throw those females, into the recycler. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like they're gone. You understand? But men have to have the faith to continue that code. You understand? To continue those parameters across the board.
Very good. Afi, why do modern women not like it when men with options set boundaries for them?
All right, I got a good one. I'm gonna provide you with the answers, the answer and the solution.
Okay.
So the first thing to read the reason why it's a problem is because women don't like being told what to do in public.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
When you are behind the sheets and you are the alpha man to your woman and you are authoritative, directive, and a good leader, it's okay. But she don't sometimes want you to to say it out loud because she don't like how other people look at it.
Right.
See, when she only dealing with it, it don't really matter.
Right.
All women ain't built for scrutiny from other people. So the solution is this. As a man, we got to build our character and our experience. So the problem is a lot of dudes, they watch content and they feel like they can regurgitate the principles, but they don't have the lifestyle to go behind it. So they can't stick on their square because it's not their square.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
It's it's the first boom, like a minor test, like say a woman, okay, I'm on my purpose. I ain't letting these women do all of this and that. Okay, boom, I got it. Now here come the real life. Right? So the girl hit me up. All right, Fee, I was gonna come over at 8, but can I come over at 9? I'm on a dry spell. I'm like, sure. See, I done already went against all that pride I'm moving and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because knowing that it's gonna start there. Sometimes women do it on purpose, but a lot of times it's not on purpose. Babies don't test you on purpose. They just want an effect from what they're causing. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't got the written down notes of what they're trying to do. So you gotta have the backbone to stand on your square. You can't just. And then the third sidebar is the players are doing it wrong. You don't just tell a woman what you like, what you don't like, what you expect, and don't expect if she ain't chose you yet. Once she chooses you, then you tell her.
There you go.
You don't just tell her first.
That's right.
It's like if I'm Pizza Hut and I'm just walking and I'm just outside saying, yeah, I'm gonna give you free soda. Don't nobody say they want me to say what I'm offering.
There you go.
Once the choose comes in, you want to be like you say, you want to be exclusive. These are my rules. I don't want you to get on social media. You can't do this and that. But you're not just telling her that like, hey,
no, of course not.
It was nice meeting you. Before we go on, this is what I don't want. Nah, bro, she gotta like you first.
That's right.
And you players, stop asking for relationships first. Anyway.
Bingo. So we got a super chat. From Jay Blaze. Dev.
Yeah, Jay Blaze, $5. Women who feel they settled can't imagine a guy like that has boundaries. If a woman sees him as beneath her, she will never see him as anything else.
AV, what are your thoughts on what you just heard from that super chat? That's very interesting.
Absolutely. To kind of tie that all in, it's not necessarily a capability thing. It's more of a compliance thing because we already know these ratchet hoes can comply to their employer.
Right.
Why do they comply to their employer? Because they see benefit in their compliance. A lot of dudes are mad at women for not complying because the woman does not see you as beneficial to comply. If you have options, right? If we're high value men, you got your shit together, it's easy to walk the bitch off the leash because now she's not giving you any resistance because she knows if she behaves, she'll get a fucking Scooby snap. So the bottom line is this. It's real simple, man. I mean, women, we already know they can be, we don't really care. If you got options, we don't care if she's combative, she's got an education.
Sure.
It doesn't matter because I know a lot of women who are boss bitches and shit, but they purr like kittens when they're around masculine energy.
Right.
A woman, like Afi said, if she chooses, right, she shows that she's compliant, she sees that she will fuck up or lose an opportunity if she gets out of pocket. You have to be the opportunity. This is what we've been talking about. Red pill, philosophy, real game, all that shit. It's not necessarily about women. The game is not about women.
Right.
The game is truly about bettering yourself so you could be the option.
That's right.
She can comply like she does with her employers. Why can a woman adhere to a dress code, adhere to lowering her goddamn voice?
There you go.
Getting off her phone when the boss comes around, but when she's around you and shit, she thinks she's on vacation, she's on her break. No, you have to have that boss energy that you claim that you are, so that way the woman can know this will not fly, because if not, you will get fired.
I like that. Go ahead.
Because like on my show, I always tell guys to be like your woman's employer.
Right.
Think about this. Your woman shows up to the employer on time all the time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? She will speak with the king's English.
Yes, she will.
Right.
Wait, hold on real quick. The king's English is code for white girl voice. That's what that is.
Bing bong.
That's what it is.
At all times.
Let's just keep it real.
You know what I'm saying? She will dress her best. You know, she will come. She won't go to work with a bonnet on. She won't go to work with some flip flops on.
No, sir.
That's her best. She will even work her ass off for advancement, and she'll even go to get re-educated to be better.
You know it.
Boom.
That's right. That's right.
You know, guys, all the time, you gotta have the same mindset as that employer. Everything that you want is what she gives to her employer. She will go back and get a master's. She will go back. She will study late night, do whatever she has to do to advance for that employer. She needs to do that for you. But
This is what tomorrow's skit is on.
guys don't see it like that.
Look, I'm telling you, right? It's funny. You guys
Let's
took
be
the
on the same page, AV.
Listen, we're here. I just got done writing up a script. Devin and I's our next skit is going to literally cover exactly that. And it's interesting. And we wonder why women have affairs at work. It's because they are in a subservient role. They're in a subservient role at work. They respect their bosses more than they respect you. Just like you said, when the boss comes around, the phone gets put away. When the boss comes around, they get to work. They show up to work on time. They're respectful towards the boss. They don't get out of pocket. They respect the boundaries. So let me get this straight. You can respect boundaries when it comes to your job and your workplace, but you can't respect the boundaries of your man, which goes back to the original question. Why do modern women not like it when men with options set boundaries? And the answer is simple, because women want to reserve the right to explore other options at any time during a relationship. Any boundary that withdraws a man's commitment, when they engage in behaviors that are conducive to infidelity, they push back. And the reason they push back is because women are used to being able to monkey branch at will. So if you tell women, and Afi, you nailed it, a big reason why a lot of men are cutting themselves off at the knees is because you're angling for relationships first. When you ask a woman to be your girlfriend before she asks you to be her boyfriend, what ends up happening is you lose all of your leverage. You have forfeited the right and the ability to set boundaries and expectations. So essentially what's happening is when you ask her to be your girl, exactly. See, when you ask a woman, will you be my girlfriend? What you are directly and indirectly telling her is that you have met all of the requirements necessary to secure my commitment. And when you do this, and then you say, okay, will you be my girlfriend? Well, yes. Well, you can't go to the club. You can't be on social media. You know what she's going to say? She's going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. You asked me to be your girlfriend. You can't set boundaries because you've already expressed interest in me. And you want to know something? She's 100% right, which is why you never angle for commitment first. And then a lot of guys say, well, what if she never angles for commitment? I say this all the time. Then she does not like you as much as you think she does. Because in this day and age, and women want a traditional masculine man without having to exhibit traditional femininity. The point is this. Yeah, back in the day, men used to have to be the askers. Hey, would you like to go out on a date? Would you like to be my girlfriend? But it ain't 1952, y'all. It's 2022. And in order to not get taken advantage of by modern women, you got to wait for her to angle for commitment first. Because if you angle for commitment first, you are quite literally throwing out your leverage and ability to lay down boundaries and expectations to keep her in line and the relationship intact. Does anybody have anything else to add before we go to the video? Yeah, go ahead, Jep. You got it.
Let's go.
Well, I'm going to let y'all go. But that's an excellent point. But think about this. At work, women are their best versions of themselves.
Boom.
And
Every time.
Now that I actually said that, I'm noticing that I met women in a better state when they just got off of work. Because because think about this. When they go out and they go to the club and stuff like that, they're kind of out of work mode and they got a swagger and a confidence like I'm above everybody. But when you catch them like fresh off of work or whatever like that, still the work.
They're still in submission mode.
The residuals, right?
Yes. Yep.
They gotta go home and shake that off. You know what I'm saying?
They got to wash it off.
That's why the happy hour after.
Boom. Yes.
Wow, that's next level game right there.
It's major, and that's why it's a real good mixer and a good come up. A lot of you guys in here, you work in the corporate environment. I worked in corporate before. That was a pure
layup.
hookup
That
spot.
was a layup, right?
Yeah, so you would get it. They come right off work. They want to get them some Pinot Grigio, wine or whatever like that, unwind. But they're still kind of in work mode. They're still being the best version of themselves. So it's a layup and they ready to go. But again, if you meet them when they get to unwind and then get their swagger right, then now you got to kind of combat it.
There you go.
Or that cocky energy. But whatever you guys need to say, I just wanted to put that in.
No, that's all good. And so that seamlessly segues into this video. So this video was released on WorldStar. I don't know when it was. It had to be recent. I just want us to watch and listen, and then we will react. Here we go.
How long have y'all been together?
Year and a half. Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Do y'all trust each other 100%?
Yeah.
Did you see how she looked at him first?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all trust each other?
Oh
Does he trust me? Just watch.
Yeah.
Maybe we test that theory?
Yeah.
Swap phones? Go with that?
Yeah.
Over here, man. I'm gonna go through.
It's almost like he knows. It's almost like he knows this bitch has side dudes. That's why he laughed. So we got a couple of slut tells already. Number one, she has a visible navel piercing in public. Number two, she has two-toned hair. Number three, she has a sleeve tattoo. And what's in his phone, right? Do you see how she just kind of coolly passed him his phone as if, because she knows if she hesitates, she's busted. So this dude literally checkmates her. This guy is a fucking hero.
Someone just threw something. They try to interrupt the video, but we keep it going.
So, what are your thoughts? Let's start with Miles. I'm gonna go with Miles and work our way up. Miles, what are your thoughts on this particular video? Because girls listen. Anytime I put out skits, and we're gonna look at a few of my skits, and the reactions to them. But this is why I tell men, and we all know that the bodies are buried on the goddamn smartphone. Every bitch is always like, no, it's not. It could be this. It could be that. This dude picked a random couple at a random mall, and surprise, surprise, she's got multiple dudes in her phone that she's smashing. What are your thoughts, Miles?
Well, first of all, I make it a rule to never go through any of my women's phones.
Okay.
I just don't believe in it because I feel like when you're searching for something, you will find it. You understand? Just like every lock out there, if a thief is good enough, he'll pick it. You understand? So if you have enough motivation to find something, you will find it. So and this is something, and I'm speaking from experience. I've done this. I've gone through my girl's phone and I've found shit, and it only like later on I only feel like an insecure fool at the end of it. No matter what it is I found, ultimately I just feel like an insecure fool because there are things that I didn't do correctly that got me to the point that I even want to look through her phone.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
And what I mean by that is, like for example, on the Bad Boy membership, right? We have something called the vetting process, which is a 12 to 18 month process of you defining the requirements and parameters and programs of your relationship as a man. You understand?
Yep.
So ultimately what it really comes down to is you are letting the woman know what you require of her. Now, if she meets those requirements, anything beyond those requirements, as long as she's meeting those requirements, anything beyond those requirements is pretty much outside of my scope. Because remember, just like we said before, the game is not about women. So I don't have time to focus on what a woman is doing.
Absolutely.
If she's taking care of all the requirements that I told her about. Now, I can't focus on a bitch 24 hours a day. I'm not gonna do the surveillance thing. I'm not gonna put the Apple tracker on her car. I'm not doing all that stuff. I gotta live life. I gotta be productive, and at the same time, I'm already the type of dude where I'm never seeing just one woman. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So because I'm not really focused on what she's doing, and I'm not gonna try to infiltrate her privacy to try to prove a point. All I'm doing is focused on if she is doing what I need her to do. Once she's doing what I need her to do, and she doesn't disrespect or breach any of those contracts that we agree upon as far as our relationship, I leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that there's a possibility that a woman might cheat, but
Sure.
I always look at it this way. I always look at it this way. I love as God loves. I give a woman the free will to show me exactly who she is.
Never do that again.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand me? Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I give a woman the free will to show me exactly who she is, because anytime a woman thinks she's outsmarting me, she's only hurting herself in the process. Because if I'm truly the option, if I'm truly her best option, if I truly believe that, there's no reason for me to check on her like that.
Absolutely.
As long as she is meeting all her requirements for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the way I just leave it right there, because for me, anything else beyond that shows insecurity.
Here's the deal. No, you're absolutely right. I don't go through my woman's phone. Do you want to know why? Tell them why I don't have to go through your phone, Devin. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't have to go through Devin's phone because Devin sends me reports on her phone. I haven't checked reports on her phone in forever. Devin put a keylogger on her phone. She turns on her locations. She checks in. So I know what my woman is doing and what's on her phone without me having to make an effort, because she makes the effort. And the reason why she makes the effort is because I am, at this point in time, her best option, and it is worth it for her to do so. The day it doesn't become worth it for her to surveil herself and be that transparent with me and proactively send me what's going on her phone is the day she's going to leave. To me, it's cause and effect. And I agree with you 100%, Miles. A man should never, ever go through a woman's phone. If a woman really wants to be with you, she's going to surveil her own phone and proactively show you, hey, I'm not up to X, Y, or Z. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. A lot of people listen to this and say, well, that's insecurity. No, that's not. If your woman is proactively being transparent, you don't need to be insecure. That puts a man's mind at ease. I don't know why the cat got Devin's tongue. Maybe it's because I just reprimanded her, but that's the way I see it. You should never, ever, ever go through your woman's phone. You should never go through your woman's phone. If a woman really wants to be with you, she's going to proactively she's going to make herself and her phone and her location transparent. Afi, what are your thoughts on the video? He's speechless.
For one, I'm not surprised because
do you think there was a brother in her phone?
Well, she was kind of hot already.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
we going Knight Rider?
Right.
When they chick is acting different, like the easiest way to tell is the lingo.
That's right.
I mean, I tell you, man, I was with a girl and she starts saying words. I'm like, you don't talk like that.
Woo! Uh-oh. Don't drop that game, Afi. Don't start doing that. They ain't ready for that.
But yeah, I'm not surprised. But for me, I'm gonna go through it. I'm on the other side, but it ain't no insecure because I like master level stuff.
Sure.
So I need to know my woman better than she know herself.
That's right.
Because the difference is what I see, I do not confront. I don't confront.
Yeah, you just take notes.
I just do adjustments on what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's not like if I see her out of pocket, I ain't gonna be like, who is Darrell? I just start paying attention to how she moves. Now.
Who that nigga Darrell?
It's like you do the confronting, and then women change the behavior, so you lost really.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So for me, but it's not like a thing like it's an insecure. Like I want to see if she's cheating because I don't really care. Like I date openly, so it's more of like how she interacts and what her character is like. Bro.
Absolutely.
Because just like 304s, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the real kind.
Like the hose.
They use certain lingo that if I seen it, I would be like, she's a hoe. But just no, seriously, because think about it. Jack, look, the women who be doing that, they be having tricks who don't even be knowing what time it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
The women be finessing them out the fantasy. It's not always a transaction like that. Like, you know what I mean? So
okay.
But it ain't no random chick. But if I'm like living with a woman,
when you have
living with a woman and that shit chirping, I'm gonna look at it. But I ain't gonna be like, what I seen is this. Like
a lot of
anything, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be anything. It could be her grandma could say, "I'll be outside in 5 minutes to drop off the groceries," but she didn't tell me her friend. Just stuff like that. So it's not always about who's the other guy with me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not always about that. I just be wanting to
And it's interesting, the difference between and you guys both gave perfect examples. Miles is always seeing multiple women. The more women you are seeing, the less value that each individual woman has. And so if you're seeing 3 bitches, who gives a fuck who they're fucking or what they're doing on their phone? As long as you don't disrespect me, you can do whatever you want to do, so long as I don't see it, taste it, smell it, whatever. I don't give a damn because I'm doing my dirt on the side. What you got, Afi?
Just one thing quick.
Yeah, you got it.
A lot of times, dudes, you only look through the phone and stuff when stuff is sketchy.
There you go.
What I understand is sometimes when you're getting the best dome, when you're getting the best meals, it's when she's doing her shit.
There you go.
You're getting now she's clipping your toenails and all of that. She's doing presentation on the food, right? She washing your dogs. She wash your dogs and she's washing your dogs. You're like, damn, my dog smell like soap. Oh yeah, you know. But guess what? In 23 days, she's going to Vegas.
That's right. There you
go. Laid it out on you yet, though.
There you go. There you go. And I will say this, and Miles is right again. If a woman really wants to cheat, she gonna cheat. It doesn't matter what boundaries or parameters or expectations she has. It's just like we have a really, really nice security system. Devin and I, we live in a gated community. We have a top of the line security system. If someone really wanted to break in here bad enough, they could do it. But that doesn't mean I have to leave my doors unlocked. That's the way I see it. There's no need to make cheating easy for your woman, because a lot of guys say, well, you're still not going to stop her from cheating. No, but that doesn't mean I have to grease the skids. Alpha Villains, what are your thoughts on the video? And let me ask you this from a different perspective. So the boyfriend seemed genuinely surprised that there were dudes in her phone who were trying to get at her. Why did he not catch this before? If he doesn't want to look insecure and go through her phone, this is what can happen. Do you agree or disagree?
Absolutely. That's a good question. I think men are not paying attention to patterns.
Bingo.
See,
oh my God.
A lot of times, men get caught out there because we deviate from the patterns that the women are already studying. Right?
That's
this
right.
Is why on the first date, they're asking you a million questions to interview your ass,
dude,
to see if there's deviations in the pattern. I always tell my guys, trust your eyes, not your ears. What does that mean? That means that when the bitch is telling you some shit, she's really trying to distract you. Just trust your eyes. Listen with your eyes. A lot of guys are not ready for the truth, right? So they don't want to appear to be insecure, etc. So when you notice a woman is changing her pattern, for instance, if you're with a woman and shit and she's always showing you some stuff on her phone, that's a pattern. But if it abruptly stops, there's an inconsistency in that pattern.
There you go.
So like what Afi said, gather data, be prepared to confront this bitch. And when you catch her or she deviates from a pattern, etc., you have to be prepared for the consequences. A lot of guys are not prepared for the consequences. They don't have options. They don't study the pattern. This is why this guy was genuinely surprised. She's a decent looking chick, right?
Sure.
But he did not pay attention to the pattern. Like Afi said, she's probably giving him dome, cooking his meal, doing extra things, thinking that he's winning. But in actuality, she's actually distracting him from what she's actually doing. So I agree with Miles in the terms of I don't necessarily have time to, because I've done this in the past.
Sure, we all have.
Looking at shit, breaking shit, punching holes in the wall.
Yep.
But now at my age, bro, I don't have time to look at a broad's phone, but I do pay attention to patterns. Like if a woman is talking about a guy at work, all of a sudden, and then she abruptly stops. Now Kevin in sales is probably smashing your girl because now she stopped talking to him.
That's all right.
So men should never be, women talk about intuition. I want guys to pay attention to their spidey senses, pay attention to the patterns and the inconsistency in the patterns. Because like we said earlier, allow women to show you who she is, and then you can determine if you want to be with her or not or promote her.
Before I go to Jap, I'll also, this is a shameless plug on the 49 laws of Sharpe. I think it's law number 36, possibly, of the 49 laws of Sharpe, is when a woman volunteers what appears to be disparaging information about herself, she is always covering up something more nefarious. For example, hey, I saw my ex today, and the guy thinks, oh, okay, did anything happen? Well, no, nothing happened, but I wanted to let you know so that you could know that you trust me, so that you can trust me. In the guy's mind, he's thinking, okay, well, she saw her ex. She didn't have to tell me. I would have known one way or the other. I know I can trust her now because she told me something she didn't have to. Negative. Women never, ever, 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 ever volunteer what appears to be disparaging information just to show you that she can be trusted. She is always covering something else up. And I promise you, this chick on more than one occasion, he probably looked over, who is that? Oh, hey, this is Colby from high school. It's all good, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? Colby in the phone was trying to get at her.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Donovan,
Yeah, go ahead.
Back on what you said. This is a red flag and a hack. If a woman volunteers information that you didn't ask for, like Donovan said, they'll volunteer information that you didn't ask for. Bitch, I didn't ask you for that. But Cat's got her tongue when you ask for specific shit.
There
She'll
you go.
derail and shit like that. So I always tell bitches, you should have been a fucking lawyer because I ask you a direct question, you're not giving me
Can't
a direct
answer it.
fucking answer. But you'll tell me the time of the day, the color, the mood, all that shit for information that I did not ask for. Normally, that's a distraction. Like I said, I ran into my ex, but he tongued me down and shit. He felt on me and shit like that. So what Donovan's saying is absolutely correct. Pay attention to your eyes, not your ears.
Before we go to Jap, what you got, Afi?
Hey, real quick. Hey, AV, remember we was in Miami and my ex was trying to cheat with me on Facebook? And shit? It's cold, right? Because
I swear to God.
This woman, she engaged now, right? But I know her so well. I know her patterns on how she talk and what she's trying to do. While she's sitting up engaged on Facebook, look at our new thing we got. And I'm like, well, we drinking a beer. Like, watch this. I'm going to say this. She going to say this. Watch this.
And she's trying to get the pipe.
We just drinking, just laughing, bro. So a lot of times, man, if you date the chicks and the new chicks, you really got to take time to vet them because a lot of times they have residue off the last dude.
Yes, sir. I like that. I call that residue. Jap, where did this dude go wrong with this particular situation?
All right, I gotta walk it down slow.
Let's do it.
I really analyzed this.
Let's go West Coast, low and slow.
Let's go.
All right, so this is a situation where this dude is dealing with a woman that is not fitting to him.
Yep.
What I mean is, you look at him and his whole demeanor. It spells security, security. Like he's secure with his finances. He's longevity based. He's like a family based kind of guy. Shirt tucked in, no buckle, no tattoos.
Husband material.
Yeah, like I'll pick up the pieces. Stepdaddy energy. And family oriented. And he's dealing with basically what you would call a Caucasian thought.
Hose.
She's got bartender energy. She's got She's got bottle girl energy. She's got stripper energy. She's got, my last boyfriend was a felon energy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he's trying to do what I've always said on my show. Not accept her for what she is, but trying to make her what he wants her to be.
God damn.
He's trying to save her.
So
woo!
He's trying to reinvent her, and he's basically trying to do a Richard Gere on her, on a pretty woman. And,
shit!
And now that he's seen that, she's got numbers in the phone, I guess he might step away. But I think in real life,
she'll talk him back into it.
Yeah,
she'll talk her way out of it.
She'll fuck her way back into his life.
Yes, sir. Just like you said.
Now, here's the thing. When I deal with women, I always assume the worst.
Yes.
You start with an F, you got to earn your A.
That's right. Woo, wow.
I'm already knowing you, especially if you're on social media. When you get in a relationship, a woman has to make a dramatic change to show that she's not available.
Goddamn right.
So when you're dealing with a woman, you say, oh, we're exclusive. She has to
prove it.
A 180, a big 180 in her life. Male friends cut off. Social media, what for?
There you go.
Snapchat, what for? So when you got a girlfriend and she's, doing the Snapchat thing, all that, you don't really got a girlfriend like that.
Nope.
Just dating.
Listen, Kanye West said it best. Instagram got your girl.
Yeah, so she still wants attention like she's single. She doesn't want to settle down. So you just got to enjoy it for what it's enjoyable for.
Okay.
And I wouldn't even trip because I'm already assuming if she's got social media, she's got options. Soon as she gets mad, she'll inbox and entertain.
Boom.
She's already entertaining men by even having social media, period. what does a woman that's spoken for need Snapchat for?
I mean,
To monkey branch. That's what they need it for.
Especially when you're not even on Snapchat following her.
There you go. There you go.
I'm following you in real life. I'm not following you like that, but I'm saying I'm with you in real life. I see you in real life. Why do I need to like your picture?
I mean,
so when a woman wants that, it automatically shows me it's not serious. It's fun. I'm gonna say this. Modern relationships that want to have social media, people are faithful enough. Because I said it on my show before. Everybody cheating to me because nobody want to switch phones. If I ask a girl that shit, she gonna get nervous and find every reason to shame me for even asking.
Oh yes, the sign language, bruh.
I'm gonna show you right there. So it's not a big deal. You gotta understand, if a woman really want to be with you, she'll make that change. They'll do shit like change numbers.
Oh, yes. This is what Devin did. Dude, Devin changed numbers. She's proactively transparent. That's exactly right.
Unless you're making money on social media, there's no purpose for you to be having a Snapchat, taking pictures and doing all this, puckering your lips. Who are you doing this for? Who are you doing this for? So it's obvious. So a lot of guys don't see the obvious signs. You know what I'm saying? That a woman is actually looking for options. You know, trying to provoke an argument just to act on what
there you go
that she might have set up already. Because make no mistake about it, most of these women are not really getting dumped, and that's the biggest thing.
Oh no, they never do. They never do. They never do.
Dumping these bitches fast enough. These bitches dump us because we're sitting over here being like, oh yeah, I got a good girl. No. She's not dumping you to be alone. She's dumping you for someone else.
There it is. Every time.
It's like you don't leave a job unless you got another job secure.
That's right.
Bitches do not want to be alone. Oh, I just want to be alone. Bullshit.
I need space. I need space. Go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read the super chat from Vix, if you would.
Sure. Vix $2 says, "Love the skits. Keep up the great work."
Okay, and the Red Lens.
And Red Lens $10 says, "You guys are telling the truth on these girls out here. Kudos to you, Donnie, and gentlemen on the panel."
Okay, the Pittsburgh Mogul on the Sharpe stream side with a very good comment says, "Men almost always take the L initially post breakup. She will have men lined up an hour after breaking up, just like Jap said. He is likely to struggle much more initially. Most men inherently know this and avoid facing these circumstances, often to their own long-term detriment. Indeed, most are not prepared for the initial consequences. Although, if one stays focused on the long game, men can often find themselves in a better position relative to the X few years back post breakup. This gent is a bit out of his league at this point in time and likely knows it. That's why he buried his head in the sand." So let's go to. So now we're gonna break down. We're gonna start breaking down me and Dev's skits. So this is a skit that we did.
Hold on. What's with these glasses, my nigga?
It's to prove a point, and you're gonna see here in just a second. Here we go.
Can we just skip sex tonight? I think I'm getting a headache.
Okay.
Babe, can you please take out the trash?
Sorry, babe. I have a terrible headache.
Hey, babe, the tire has a nail in it. Can you fix it, please?
Whoa!
Remember, guys, if she doesn't uphold her end of the bargain,
then you don't uphold yours. Okay, so the main contention in the comments was, "Oh my God, I can't believe that this is transactional. You should not ever have to bargain or barter with sex, blah, 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 blah." And my contention is literally the opposite. So you mean to tell me if a man did not share his time, his energy, his resources, or his money with you, you'd still put out? And the answer is fuck no. So if a woman isn't putting out, then why should we uphold our end of the bargain? Miles, your thought on the skit and the reaction. Unmute yourself, please.
Right. You guys have fun. You guys definitely
Yes.
have fun. Yeah. And you know, and I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. But like with me, man, I don't know. I guess that's why I just kind of that's why I always see multiple women, bro. Because
Yeah, that's how it works.
If I'm dealing with a chick and she dares to not give me what I want, it's like I don't not uphold my end of the bargain. She literally disappears.
That's right.
Like I literally put on the gauntlet of the infinity gauntlet, and I snap, and she turns into fucking dust. Like she disappears, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you something. It's almost to the point where sometimes I have to work myself up to going to see a woman that I need to see, because it's like written that I have to fuck her.
Yes.
Like if
it's required.
If I'm going to see her, I have to it's like a pressurized situation almost, where it's like, because if I spend just platonic like time with her, it fucks up my entire process. You understand? So it's like, if I'm gonna see her, I have to fuck her. So so sometimes it's like, oh yeah, so you gotta schedule that out and space that out, because you know when you see it, you gotta smash.
That's
you
right.
See what I'm saying? For me, it's more like, all right, it's like this. I'm not gonna let a woman dictate the quality of relationship I want to have. Either she gives me,
I like that.
Either she meets my quality, or there is no relationship.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's for me.
Okay, very good. All right, we're going to get Offie Kingdom's reaction to this skit. Will he ever trust her? Here we go.
It is so hard being your girlfriend.
Never said it was easy.
I can't text my ex or go to the club.
Sure you can. You just automatically forfeit my commitment if you do.
I can't travel alone or go out with my girlfriends.
Sure you can. I'm not your father. I'm not going to tell you what you can or cannot do.
I can't even go to concerts.
Sweetheart, you can do whatever it is you want to do.
If you trusted me, you would let me do these things.
Because if we don't have trust, we don't have anything, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I agree.
You do?
Of course, because trust is earned, not given.
But we've been together for 5 years. I mean, how much longer until you can trust me?
24 hours.
So in 24 hours, you'll trust me, right?
No. You earn my trust 24 hours at a time.
What does that mean?
It means you need to earn my trust every single day.
But doesn't it carry over?
Does our electricity stay on forever and ever if we pay the bill for just 1 month?
No.
Exactly. And in order to keep our electricity on, we have to pay every month.
But what's that got to do with trust?
Simple. Trust is earned every day. You don't get my trust forever just because you didn't do anything to break it for a whole day.
Honestly, do you think the average guy would require this from a woman?
Of course not. But do you want to be with an average guy?
No, I don't.
Okay then. But if you change your mind, just let me know. I am more than happy to let you pursue another relationship if you think you can do better.
Yo, real quick, I just want to say that Donovan's fake typing acting was remarkable.
You like that? What I'm doing is I'm actually typing the words that I'm saying to make it look as authentic as possible.
Nice.
Understand this, ladies.
If you think you deserve an above average guy,
Then you need to be an above average woman.
who puts in above average effort?
You 304s out here want a top tier guy without any effort.
And I got news for y'all. It don't work that way.
Top tier men are not going to tolerate you putting your relationship at risk.
And most top tier men won't even tell you.
They just ghost you after they're tired of sleeping with you.
OMG, he should at least tell her what he requires so she knows.
That's what you say, but as soon as a man tries to establish his boundaries...
OMG, you're being toxic, controlling, and possessive.
Here's the truth, ladies.
The men you want don't want you.
At least not yet.
But if you want to attract a high caliber man,
You need to put in a high caliber effort.
and if he lets you know what his requirements are up front,
And you fail to meet those requirements.
then he's going to fail to see you as a potential significant other.
Again, ladies, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Nobody's suggesting that.
But you can't complain the men you want aren't committing to you.
If you are unwilling to meet their requirements,
Now, do different men have different surface level requirements?
of course.
But all men with options have the same fundamental requirement for commitment.
And that requirement is to not put yourself in situations that could potentially put your relationship at risk.
And by now, you know exactly what these situations are.
Otherwise, you wouldn't fight to defend your right to engage in these activities.
But still keep his commitment.
So if he's not worth earning his trust every single day,
Then leave.
but don't complain about not getting something that you are unwilling to work for.
Because you don't deserve unless you earn it.
Yeah,
go.
Devin got she got straight savage with it. Afi,
For that one.
yes sir. So Afi, what are your thoughts on the skit?
To keep our electricity on.
Go ahead.
I got 3 core things I want to say. Hopefully
Let's do it.
remember. The first thing I get out the way, you a goat for. I like what you do with that. I wish I was in building my girlfriend mode.
Right.
Round because I love that. No, you broke up with me.
That's right. That's right.
I'm really that. No. Like I just like that. Like you do something. No. Why you tripping? No, you broke up.
Yeah, you ended the relationship, sweetheart.
All you doing is playing the game. Yeah, you broke up with me last night. You forgot. You just still here. Whatever. But yeah, that's cold. I like that. As far as the trust, I agree with that, man. Dudes be putting trust in women like pinky swear. Let's throw sex in it. Like,
Pinky
everybody put a fire sign in the chat because y'all know I ain't minding.
Yo,
Especially
pinky
y'all
swear.
done did it too. Y'all didn't had sex and didn't have a condom. And you ask her and stuff like she gonna tell you, oh yeah, I'm hot as hell. You down there. You relax and you got checked. All right, cool. And then you do it. Then you follow up with her. You went to the doctor. I'm telling you. So it's like that. Dudes putting their bodies on the line for pinky swear.
Shit, right?
You promise, right? And then you go in a raw and then, hey, and then you got a whole other thing going on.
You're not. Oh shit.
Trust, man. It has to continue on.
Okay. We'll move on to the next skit. Now this one was highly controversial. I want to get Alpha Villains. I want to get AV's response to this one. Here we go.
Concert tonight.
Cool.
Can I go?
What do you
Going to a concert, by the way.
asking me for? I'm not your father.
Well, you said you don't commit to women who go to concerts.
Indeed, I did.
So what happens from here?
Well, you can either choose to go to the concert or stay in a relationship with me.
Ugh, it's just a concert.
Yep, sure is.
You can't let me do this one thing for fun?
I'm not telling you can't go.
Well, you kinda are.
I kinda haven't. I've just given you a choice.
This feels like an ultimatum.
Oh, hogwash. That's something women say when they don't like their choices.
When women want to misbehave without consequences, they'll characterize their choice as an ultimatum. Don't fall for it, guys. An ultimatum is do this or we're done. A choice is not an ultimatum. Never forget that. AV, what are your thoughts? Choices versus ultimatums, going to the concert.
Absolutely. You know, I love it. I agree with it 100%. You know, if a man has parameters, standards, requirements for his commitment, that's what it is. It's written in stone. It's not an ultimatum. See, a lot of times women like to change things, right? They like to remix something. They like to interpret it another way. They try to turn it around to say, well, it could mean this too. No, bitch, it doesn't mean this. It means what you signed up for. When you are at a job and you read the employee manual,
that's right.
You don't deviate from that.
No.
So a lot of women will always try to shame us and shit test us. That's a big thing that we talk about, shit test.
Yeah.
You're insecure. It's just fun. What's the big deal? You know her. You're insecure. Guys need to understand, having standards doesn't mean that you're insecure. Having standards and parameters simply means that you know who you are and what type of lifestyle that you want to lead. Don't let a woman remix your fucking standards. Don't let a woman shame you for wanting to do something. Now, it is up to the man who wrote the standards to change the standards at his own will, but not because a woman is trying to shame you. So I agree with 1,000%. There's some guys that don't want their girls to go out, etc. I always tell guys, whatever works for you. Now, Donovan and Devin have a relationship that can be construed as the standard, but Donovan, let's keep it real. Not everybody can do what you do. This is
That's
why
right.
you get so much hate. This is why the skits are doing so well, because most people are living vicariously through the relationship that you guys have, because they want to try to do this shit, but they can't. So the bottom line is this: do not let a woman remix your standards, because at the end of the day, she has no say so. Your standards were built for yourself, but will benefit everyone that's around you. So when you do something, it's typically for the future and anyone that's around you. So at the end of the day, my standards protect me, protect you, and protect the future of this relationship if everything is met.
Jap, we're coming to you next. This is, I think you're really, really gonna like this one. This one is called "If It's Anything But Yes, It's No."
Tonight?
Maybe.
Hang on a second.
Hey, wanna go out tonight?
Maybe. Maybe.
Hey, wanna go out tomorrow night?
We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, let's go grab a bite to eat later.
If I can finish my project, sure. If I can finish my project, sure.
Will you have time for drinks later on?
More than likely. More than likely.
How about you let me take you out tonight?
I'm super busy right now.
Understand this, gentlemen. If the answer is anything but yes,
The answer is always no.
girls make time for what they really want.
And if she doesn't want you,
She is not going to agree to a meetup with you.
modern women never just tell a guy no.
Now, this doesn't make them bad people.
It's just how we're designed.
So don't take it personally if she brushes you off with what sounds like a lame excuse.
If she's not into you, it's not the end of the world.
Just understand that women will tell you no in 100 different ways.
Without actually saying no.
Keeping this in mind will save you a lot of time and effort.
Jap, what are your thoughts on the skit? If it's anything but yes, it's no. Yes, play the organ.
All right, so fellas, I want y'all to listen up, man, because this could happen to anybody. You could have a bag, you could be in shape, you could be the best looking.
There you
dude.
go.
It does not matter. You know what I'm saying? What we're dealing with right now is a woman that's caliber, that has a lot of options, and she's going to the highest bidder.
There you go.
Okay? And this is what I call a juggler. These women, you have got to understand, are going to be flaky. For instance, you can be out, and in the moment, you might get the number and have rhythm at that moment.
That's right.
But if you don't smash, you probably won't smash, because it's going to be so many. The bitch is active. If she's always moving around and she's out and about, you got to understand that it's always going to be somebody that's going to outbid you.
That's right.
You know, and she's got a pocket full of numbers. A phone full of numbers.
That's a pocket full of numbers.
Dudes are going to be calling her, and she's going to pick the dude. Like, you might come through with a CLS, but it's another dude with an Aston Martin that she you know what I'm saying? So that's going to hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? You might have a nice little 1-bedroom condo, but it's another dude with a villa. She want to fuck with him like that. So she's basically just trying to find her place, to find her footing. Now, if someone cancels on her, then
there
she
you
calls
go.
back. Then you got to know that you're second
There
option.
you go.
Right.
There you go. Very
You got to
nice.
understand, you keep calling and asking. If you had your power in order, you should have bitches calling you, and you should be turning bitches down. But this bitch is in control because you want her more than she wants you.
Right.
And that's not a good situation and a predicament to be in. Although, yes, you can get these numbers, because a lot of guys don't understand. Really, really pretty bitches don't get hollered at like that.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
And it's because of the intimidation factor.
That's
and
right.
a lot of you guys second guessing yourself.
Real talk.
I second guessed myself plenty of times, and I got a bitch. I was like, God damn, this bitch so fine. I couldn't believe I got her.
Mm-hmm.
But I played it wrong one time too, and I got a little overzealous, and she seen that she had the power over me.
There it is.
She started getting flaky. So you got to understand, they're gonna be flaky at best when you show weakness. You always calling, and she ain't called you, because the phone works two ways. It can receive calls or send calls. If you're not receiving those calls, that's gonna show who's the effort going on.
There you go.
All the effort is coming from you. So from that point on, you know you lost all your leverage, and now you put value on her and devalued yourself.
Whew, wow, very nice. We got a super chat from Flaming Dragon.
Yes, $7.61. A man should reward his woman for her hard work in the relationship, not for her good behavior. A woman is supposed to be on her good behavior anyway.
Very, very nice. We're gonna go back to Miles. Actually, I'm gonna get everybody's response to this one. This is one of our best ones, and away we go.
How'd you come up with these names, man?
I don't know.
What?
Hey, baby.
What do you want?
Are we still on for Caesar Steakhouse tonight at 8?
I need you to move the reservation up to 5.
Why?
Well, Veronica is taking the breakup with Chris pretty hard, so she needs some emotional support tonight.
No problem. I'll change the reservation immediately.
Okay, bye.
No, wait.
What?
Could you possibly maybe wear that red dress I bought for you a while back?
I haven't even worn it yet, and I don't feel like squeezing into it.
Okay, no problem. I'll see you later at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, bye.
It gets better.
Yo, this Trey.
Hey,
You
baby.
fucking.
Yeah, what you want?
What should I wear when I come over tonight?
Yeah, wear that tight red dress like last time and no panties. I'm trying to get it in.
Sure thing, baby.
Hey, and make sure that lipstick don't come off next time you give me a I don't like that.
Okay.
You're a dickhead, man.
Woo! All right, let's go around the panel. Miles, your thoughts on the skit. Thaddeus versus Laquan Travius.
Yo, that's some good shit, man. That's some good shit. And I also like how long she let the phone ring.
Yes.
And how long LaQuantre let the phone ring.
You caught that.
Yeah,
Yo, very nice. Wow, you caught it. Okay.
That's beautiful. Like, no, I really respect it, bro. I really respect it. You guys are. I can see the thought that you guys put into these skits. So I'm noticing things, and I appreciate it. I definitely do. And what I'll say is that a lot of guys who, because they don't have the character of the type of man that can influence a woman. They honestly think that there are good girls and there are sluts or the bad girls. They don't realize that she's the same fucking bitch. You understand? They don't realize that she's absolutely the same female. However, she responds to certain levels of influence. And I'll just make an analogy, and I'll give it to the next panelist. So if you get accepted to Harvard, the social influence of the environment is gonna kind of force you to kind of at least keep a 3.5, because if you fall below a 2.7 or whatever, you're getting kicked off campus.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you get accepted if you only get accepted to a community college, it's like, well, I could do whatever. Like I can, I can keep a 2.0. It's just community college. So the level of influence is not as rigorous. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Very good analogy.
It's the same student, but because the environment of influence has different levels and different requirements, the student responds in different ways. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
So the bad girl and the angel, the sweet girl, is the same female, but the beta male doesn't know it, because the beta male is thinking, it's so many sluts out here, and they don't know how to pair bond and blah blah blah, and then Quantravius is like, I got all these hoes in line. Everything I say, they just do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's because of the way he asserts his, he has a certain level of assertiveness, even leading into aggressiveness. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the women respond.
Afi, what you got? What do you think of Laquan Travius versus Thaddeus?
Thaddeus.
It's true, man.
Thaddeus.
I'm Thaddeus, man.
Oh, are you?
Yes. Yeah. It's funny, man, because I don't know. I never really had problems with women at all, but I did have problems when I tried to have relationships, and I didn't understand. And I used to be like, well, how come when I got these hoes, they do what I want, and I don't even gotta talk to them that much, see them that much, have sex with them that much, but the one that I'm having the issues is giving me pushback, I'm doing the most for. So once I kind of figured out that science, then I kind of knew how to maneuver, and I realized like it's not the woman, it's me.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna get a reaction from this next video from AV and Jap. This is along the same lines as the last
So
one.
we are finally getting busy after 8 years of dating.
Yep.
Well, I was wondering if we could,
Wondering if we could what?
you know, spice things up a bit.
How?
I don't know, maybe go downtown?
I don't like doing that.
I know, but in good relationships, you gotta keep it fresh, right?
Look, I've done things that I'm not proud of, but I'm not that person anymore.
But giving head doesn't make you...
You need to respect my boundaries.
Okay.
I will not engage in being degraded in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm hanging out with Veronica tonight.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Her mom's been diagnosed with AIDS, brain cancer, and COVID.
Wow.
Damn.
Plus her boyfriend dumped her and her dog died.
Oh my goodness. She needs your support right now.
Yo, this is Trey.
Hey, you.
Yeah, what you want?
I can come over tonight.
Huh?
You asked me to come over tonight, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, come through.
Okay.
But you're gonna swallow these kids.
Of course, baby.
And I'm coming through that back door.
You can do whatever you want, baby.
I bet.
Oh, by the way, my car broke down. Can you borrow your mom's
Click.
car and pick me up?
Never believe a woman who tells you, I'm not that person anymore.
Because what she means is that I'm not that person with you.
A girl will do anything in the bedroom for a guy she really likes.
And if she's not smoking your sausage,
Then she is definitely smoking someone else's.
a lot of you guys are getting sloppy seconds and don't even know it.
Your girl gives you the peace leave, but the other holes are off limits.
This means two things.
Number one, you're not the only guy she's sleeping with.
And number two, she doesn't like you that much.
Girls give away their peace leave all the time.
So it doesn't mean anything when she gives it to you.
Why?
Because every guy she's been with has gotten the peace leave.
But only a few have gotten access to her other openings.
If your woman doesn't give you access to at least two entrances,
She'll bail as soon as she finds an upgrade.
Keep watching.
I have to say peace leave.
These are outtakes.
Okay.
Skits, yeah.
And
If your woman doesn't give you access to at least two entrances,
I couldn't keep a straight face either.
come on, keep it together. Do this again. You gotta do it again. And
oh, by the way, I'm hanging out with Veronica.
action.
Her mom's been diagnosed with...
ABC. AIDS, brain cancer, and COVID.
Okay.
Do it like that.
I don't like doing that.
Watch the cat.
Stop the cat.
Stop the cap.
Facts.
All right, AV, you're up first, man. What did you think of this particular skit? What are your
Man,
thoughts on this?
Some of the brilliance in your skits is because it's something that we can all relate
Yes,
to.
of
And,
course, of course.
We talk about this in the space, sugar and spice and everything nice. And if you're not doing it, someone else will. This is why women have fantasies and things like that. I always tell guys, and I think guys have to be chameleons, right? They have to have that spooky energy.
Yep.
They have to have that Chad
Yep.
energy, and they have to have that provider energy. Men have to wear numerous hats.
Yes,
Women
we
don't.
do.
All they got to do is just be pretty and be feminine and be fucking quiet. So men need to understand that side energy, that Trey energy. Women want to be dominated. Women
Yes.
want to follow. Why not be the one to make them follow and dominate them? Now, for me, if you have to convince your woman to, enter in her hole and shit like that, she definitely doesn't like you that much because she's done it before. If she's a reformed person where she no longer takes it in the back door, she no longer swallows the kids, obviously she's trying to be somebody that she's not and not with you. So at the end of the day, she's settling with you.
There you go.
As a man, if you know that you have a high sex drive and you want to keep shit spicy, because we know that long-term relationships, get dull after a while, you have to put that into your program as well. You got to put that into your standards, that you want pumps. You want to make sure that you're cooking in nice lingerie and shit like that. So at the end of the day, 8 years or 8 months after dating the broad, we should have had this conversation a long time ago. Matter of fact, if you're not putting it in your asshole, you're not letting me put it anywhere. We're not even going anywhere. There's nothing for us to do or talk about because now you're not fitting the criteria to be my main. Because men with options, men that are doing shit, we need to be enticed. You only have one job.
That's it.
Be fucking feminine and adhere to the things that we're doing because we're doing everything else. So if you can't take it on your back, you can't let us put it anywhere. You're not worth being here. You're not worthy of being in my presence. So at the end of the day, guys, listen. If a woman is not allowing you to do things and now she's a reformed good girl, you gotta understand you're not hitting the cheat codes. You're not pressing the buttons that she really inherently wants. She's hiding from you and she's reminiscing about the shit that she used to do in the past.
Okay, last skit that we're going to watch, and we're going to let Jap react to this. And here we go.
Don't I?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold up. This one is really good. This is the return of Laquan Travius. And away we go.
Hey, yo, where you at?
I'm getting ready to take my lunch break. Do you need anything?
Yeah, bring me some Popeyes.
There's a Chick-fil-A close to where I work.
I said Popeyes.
Okay.
Let me get a chicken sandwich from that joint.
Any fries or a drink?
Nah, just a sandwich. I got Hennessy.
Okay. And, hey, are we ever gonna get a little serious?
Damn, girl. We only been for 2 weeks. You already trying to get a ring?
I don't want a ring. I just want a little commitment.
I let you come to my crib, don't I?
Yeah, but it's not safe there, and I don't think your mom likes me.
My moms don't like white girls. Don't take it personal.
Oh, okay.
I let you clean my crib, don't I?
Well, it's the basement, but yeah.
I let you bring me lunch every day, right?
Yeah.
I let you take my mom to go get her medicine, right?
Yeah.
And when I caught chlamydia, I told you the very next day, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right, then. We serious. We don't need no titles. That's a white girl.
You're the best.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, by the way, I need a sitter tomorrow. Do you think you could...
Facts.
So, Becky, we've been seeing each other for a few months, and I was wondering when we could take that next step.
You mean like sex?
Well, yeah.
I told you, Lamont, I do not have sex unless I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, I understand. That you told me on the first date.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, there's no problem per se. It's just that...
You have needs, right?
Well, not needs per... Yeah, I got needs.
I get it, but you have to understand that I know my worth now.
Oh, absolutely, and I can respect that.
My days of jumping into a bed with a guy I just like are over.
100.
I'm not going to lower my standards anymore.
I understand, but that's why I'm trying to take things to the next level.
I'm just not sure if I'm comfortable with you yet.
We've been on like 15 dates.
Uh-huh.
And all 4 of your kids love me.
Yeah.
And your parents say I'm a husband material.
And you are.
So keep it real. What's the hold up, baby girl?
These are so fucking funny, dude.
Gentlemen, never forget this.
Women are never not sleeping with someone.
No matter what she tells you, there is always a in her life.
I don't have sex unless I'm in a relationship.
She's somebody.
I don't want to rush into things.
She's somebody.
I'm just not comfortable with you yet.
Yep. She's
I'm doing the secondary virginity thing.
Stop the cap.
She's
Modern women are so inundated with options
and encouraged by everything around them to have a rotation
that any girl you're seeing that's not sleeping with you
is 337% banging somebody else.
If a girl isn't sleeping with you,
it's because she doesn't want to.
Guys, stop wasting your time with women who are taking advantage of you.
Because I guarantee you that every woman who tells you she's waiting to sleep with you
has at least 2 other guys
she's not making weight for sex.
Now, should it be this way?
Of course not, but that's the way it is.
So miss me with all the, she's not a quality woman if she does this type of thing in the comments. I teach men to deal with women the way they are, not the way they should be.
Guys, stop giving your team to women who won't give you their back.
And for the record, gentlemen, your team is your time,
energy,
attention,
and money.
Shout out to Coach Greg Adams.
And ladies, your back is your body,
Attention,
compliance,
and kindness.
Shout out to Donovan Sharpe.
All right, Jap, let's get your thoughts on this particular skit, man. What you got? What do you think? What do you think of Lamont? Lamont, the conscious brother.
I mean, well,
Miles, you see, yo, he picks up on all of that.
Here's the thing. We aren't gonna start with Lamont. We'll start with her.
Okay.
Women like her love a level of disrespect, and they have they love ignorance and a misery. And
yes.
They say that they want a good man, but they're really accustomed to fuck shit because she's got 4 kids already.
Yes, sir.
So, and this goes to show like the stepdaddy is a terrible job. Some dudes will stepdaddy just to get the pussy. This is what Lamont is doing. He's stepdaddying just for the pussy. And it didn't pay none of these other guys off. He's not looking at that. It didn't pay these other guys off. We didn't even know how many guys that came before. But these women are accustomed to bad treatment. And they enjoy the bad treatment, and there's a mystique about the bad treatment, and there's actually they're actually turned on by the bad treatment. That's why LaQuavius, you know what I'm saying, is going can dominate her. They like a dominance. They like an ignorance. They like mistreatment because they're accustomed to it. You know, it's kind of like the saying you could take a person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the person.
Oh, yes, sir.
Or you could take, you could take the thought. You can't take the thought out the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? So you cannot put Beyonce type treatment on a thought ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Lamont is trying to do, just to have sex, and it'll never pay off in the end. We were just talking about that today. We just did a show today, and we were talking about the level of disrespect that dudes would do just to get the pussy as a pervert instead of being a player. See, LaQuavius was a player.
Yes, sir.
He and with a player, they have options and they have confidence, and that type of confidence turns these women on.
That's right.
They're trying to break through something. They're actually trying to chisel through and see if you actually got a heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lamont is coming through like this, you know what I'm saying? Like showing you his heart, and you already seen it, so she don't got nothing to work for.
Nope.
With LaQuavius, she gotta work just to get, because he's demanding. And she's like, why are you so mean? That's why it's always good to be an asshole.
That's right. That's right. And it shouldn't be this way. I get a lot of guys in my comment section, well, I would never give women like this the time of day. Look, man, like I said in this video, I don't teach men to deal with women the way they should be. I teach men to deal with women the way they are. Women, dude, we should not have to be assholes to get respect from women. But as men, we are solutions oriented. The reason why we act this way is because women today require it. So if women are asking, where have all the good men gone? I mean, listen, there are plenty of good men out there, but as long as you continue to reward the Laquan Travius behavior with your undying loyalty, then women aren't going to change. Got a couple of super chats, Dev.
Yeah, we got a super sticker from Louisiana Broken English, just $4.99. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And Lawrence D. Adams super chatted $4.99, says salute to all the panelists.
Salute.
Awesome. Very, very nice. Okay, let us go around the panel with final thoughts and where they can find you. Let's go. Hey, let's go with AV first, man. Lead us off.
Man, this was thanks for having me on, guys.
Of course.
This is definitely something that's necessary. Unpacking certain things, realities of life. These are the things that you have to notice. And as men, to be honest with you, it all falls back on you.
Yes.
Yes, you can't control a woman, but you can control yourself.
Yes.
A woman will comply if you control and govern yourself accordingly. I think it's very important for us to know that there's possibilities. Women can cheat, women can do everything, but you, as long as you continue to become the best version of yourself and become the best option, women will govern themselves accordingly. Thanks for having me on. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Alpha Villains and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Alpha Villains.
Very nice. Afi, final thoughts, and tell the people where they can find you.
As far as the video, I'm telling you guys, like, it looks funny.
But that's some real shit, though.
It's true, man, and it's really cold that it's true. But I will say this, for the guys listening, be yourself, right? So I run asshole game because I'm really a fucking asshole.
Ain't that right? Right?
Right. I mean, I learned game on accident when I was younger. My father died when I was young, 3. So I was raised by my mother and my sister. They coddled me.
Yeah.
And they got me really into my king shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got that feeling of validation from them. So that, I cared about my toys, my video games, my haircut.
Right.
So I was in my art and shit. So I was all of that, and it'll make kind of women be interested in me, but it was by default. You know what I mean? So the only difference is when I got older, I was doing it on purpose, and I wear glasses and shit. I can really get them off.
Right.
So
oh yeah, I'm with you.
Just be yourself. Don't try to you. And even if you see something that you want to be, maybe pattern yourself after that and work towards that. Don't try to be Stefan and watch some shit and then you just come out the thing and you're somebody else, bro, because when you are tested, you are going to fail. Other than that, thank you. Salute to you, Donovan. Nice to meet you, formerly Devin, AV, my brother Chap, Miles. You guys follow me on YouTube, AFI Kingdom. Hit the notification, drop some comments. I don't like secret watchers. And follow me on Amazon, Alfie Kingdom. Check out some of my books. And Instagram, International Alfie, International AFI. Appreciate everybody.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your contribution. Miles, final thoughts, and where can the people find you?
He's muted.
He's
muted, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go.
My
No,
bad.
you're right. No problem.
Yeah. So thanks again for having me. And my final thought is, and this was something that I got from a caller. His name is Jamal from Chicago. He knows who he is, but I love giving credit, where credit is due, because we have a lot of ideas floating around this market, and I just love giving credit. But the caller, he called in one day and he said that a lot of men are seeking acceptance instead of seeking compatibility.
Ooh, wow, there we go.
And so the thing is, like, so Lamont, he's trying his best to well, what do you wish, my queen? And if your 4 kids want to, meet me, and if they need to get adjusted to having a new man in their life, I will adjust to them so we can adjust together and build as a family.
That's right.
It's like, see, the difference between Lamont is that he's trying to be accepted into the situation, so he can get into the vagina.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Laquan Travius.
Laquan Travius. He's like, bitch, I ain't got time. Either you fucking with me or you not.
That's it.
I'm playing these games. I'm focused on what I'm focused on. So it's either you, bitch. I said Popeyes. Not Chick-fil-A. What did I say? He's so focused on what he's doing. Because
that's right.
Here's the thing. A lot of guys will think of it as asshole or bad treatment, or and it's another reason why we call it the bad boy membership, because so many guys have indoctrinated themselves with that idea that you have to be a quote unquote bad boy asshole or treat women badly.
Okay.
But it's not really about treating women badly. It's about forgetting what they want and focus laser focus on what you want, and make sure what you want is based on your identity. It's the secret, because because a lot of times men will want shit because they see other men with it.
There you go.
And what they claim they want is not actually them. So the thing is, be laser focused on what you really want. So if you want Popeyes, and she's like, well, there's a Chick-fil-A next to my bitch. I said Popeyes.
Now,
Now he's being laser focused on what he wants. A lot of people might be like, well, damn, she got a Chick-fil-A right next to her job. Why don't you just let her go to the Chick-fil-A? No, we can't bend. We can't be flexible. We can't be flexible. Once we're flexible, think about this, and I'll just end it with this.
Okay.
The quality of the sex goes down, the less erect the penis is.
That's right.
So if you're not erect and strong,
wow,
you're flexible. The quality of the sex goes down.
That's right.
All time.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, good
take that
analogy.
metaphor as you will. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Remember, we got the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com and also follow me on Instagram, Miles in the Game. Miles in the Game on Instagram. And also look out for the Masculine Identity membership dropping July 31st.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting my own membership situation to go along with the Bad Boy membership. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody leaving comments and all the viewers, man. I appreciate the opportunity and thank you very much.
Thank you, Miles. I appreciate that. Jap, final thoughts and where the people can find you.
All right, fellas, I want you guys to take heed of everything that these brothers said. There's a lot of good knowledge that came across on this panel. But I will want to say this to you guys, that you guys got to stop negotiating your manhood. Stop negotiating how much of a man you're able to be.
Yes.
Stop trying to ask her, is this okay? Can I do? No. You are who you are. You said what you said. It is what it is.
That's right.
Like I think it was AV who said, like, when you go to a job, you look at you don't go try to remix the employee handbook.
That's right.
This is the employee handbook. We're not negotiating this. Some things are non-negotiable. Your manhood is your manhood is non-negotiable. So she's got to understand that you're not bending on your principles, your morals, and your standards. And you got to demand something from these women more than just sex.
Yes. Of course.
Devotion, and obedience. A lot of you guys, once you get sex, she can just go free and do whatever she wants.
That's right.
You guys are only strong until she gives you the sex. And then when you bend, she sees your weakness. That's what we were talking about today. A lot of you guys' weaknesses are based on your pervertedness and your pleasure, your pursuit of pleasure. Once you can control your dick and have a level of dick discipline, then oh shit, what's going on?
No, you're good. You're the only one on the screen. Yeah,
oh, shit.
You're good.
But once you control your level of dick discipline, you'll go further in life. So I just want to put that out there. Also, I'm really pushing this on the brothers in the manosphere. We got a real big problem with censorship.
Oh God, yeah.
There's a new social media app that I'm pushing all my content on. Truth Social. Sign up.
Oh yeah, you sent that to us in the chat.
Hit me on Truth Social. It's backed by Donald Trump. It's booming. I only been on there for like 2 days. I got almost 300 something subscribers already.
God damn.
And the algorithm is open. They are not blocking us. They're letting us talk and say whatever we want to say. I think we need to get a Red Pill community over there on Truth Social. So download the app. Let's get all the brothers over there and let's converse. You know what I'm saying? And fellowship. But if you guys want to see me, I'm on Truth Social, Instagram, Minister Jap Network, Minister Jap Church. Follow my channel. Also, I want to thank everybody. I made a commitment because I had did a show and I asked everybody,
okay,
what do you want from Minister Jap? Because I just gotta, I kind of got, I want to say, not discouraged, but unmotivated.
Okay.
You guys motivated me, and I got a commitment to y'all. 2 shows a day, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central, daily.
Okay.
We've been going crazy, and the people are loving it. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 12. Donovan, I thank you for always
absolutely
having my back and putting me on your platform.
Absolutely. That is going to do it for this edition of The Six. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.